Hi everyone, it's Grace. Today I'm going to be filming a video on the blushes that I do own right now. It's not really a collection video. I feel like it's more of the blushes that I own type of video. I'm just going to be quickly going through them. I will briefly describe the colors to you, and if there's something that I do like or if I don't like, I will mention it. But if I just pass a description, that means it's just an okay blush or an okay bronzer, nothing too special about it. So I will go ahead and get started. I did swatch the cream blushes that I own on a sheet of paper. I know it's a little different. It'll show up different on your skin. However, I feel like this paper does pretty good justice to what the actual color is, and I feel like it's not too far of a step from what it would actually show up on your skin. Some of them I did swatch it on my arm though. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to show you first the three e.l.f. cream blushes that I own. I really like these blushes. The first one here that I will show you is the e.l.f. cream blush in Heartbreaker. It looks like this. This one is a kind of corally peachy color. This is a very pretty flattering color. And the swatch for this is right here, the second one right here. And on my arm, I have it swatched right here. This one right here. Next is this e.l.f. cream blush in Seductress, which looks like this. And this is a very mature, almost red color. As you can see, it seems very bold. The swatch on paper is this one right here. And on my arm is this bottom one right here. I feel like the swatches on my arm, it's kind of being washed out. These are very pigmented and buildable as well. So the next one that I have is a very dolly-like pink color. And it looks like this. And this one is in the color Flirt. This is the swatch right here. This one right here. It's not a hot pink, but it's almost there. If it was any more brighter or any more fuchsia-like, it would be a bright pink, but it's still wearable. So these blushes, I really like how pigmented they are and how long they last. However, the problem that I have with this is that they don't apply very evenly, and you have to take extra time and be extra careful in how you apply it with your fingertips when you do apply it with your fingertips. If you're not applying it with your fingers and you're applying it with a brush, you don't really run into that problem. But usually for cream blushes, I like to use my hands, and these just don't apply very evenly, and it's mostly because of the moussey, kind of grainy-like texture that it has. It's very similar, the texture, to the Dream Mousse blushes, except that this one's even more moussier and even more whipped. These are almost there. I really even wouldn't call these like a cream blush because there's nothing really creamy about it. Next, I'm going to show you the Maybelline Dream Mousse blush in number 30. This is the color in Whipped Strawberries. And it looks like this. This is very similar to the color in Flirt from e.l.f. These are very similar colors. However, this one has a bit of a melony kind of undertone in this one. This one seems a lot more pink. Although this one is similar to the texture of these cream blushes from e.l.f., because it's a lot more smooth to the touch, I feel like these apply much more evenly than the ones from e.l.f. Next, I have here the Leo Welly Cheek Beam Blusher that looks like this. This is the color. The name of this color is Pastel Coral. I picked this up more than anything because of the color. I was looking for a color like this that was very like a true coral color, and this is what I found, and it truly is a very pretty true to coral type color. This is something that I would call a very creamy cream blush. It's very creamy, it's very easy to apply with your fingers. You don't have to worry too much on how evenly it's going to apply when you're using your fingers. I just got a text message. But anyways, yeah, so this is a very good blush. So next I have a drugstore blush, and this is the CoverGirl Cheek Instant Cheekbones Peach Perfection blush in number 210. These are the colors. So the first color here is a pink undertoned, just a really light highlight color. Here is a peachy all over blush color, and then a even more of a deep peach color that is for contouring. I really love this blush. I think this might have been in one of my favorites videos, my first favorites video, I think. But I use this, nonetheless, I use this very often because it's one of my most favorite drugstore blushes. If I were to go out on a contest on whose blush was like the best out of drugstores, I would probably win, and and even if I did lose, I would have no regrets because I truly think that this is one of the best drugstore blushes that you can get your hands on. This is really good quality, really pigmented, and it has 3 colors, and for the price, you really can't go wrong. So next I have a NARS blush that I want to show you, and it is my most reached for high-end blush. And it's the NARS Torrid blush that looks like this. It's a peachy blush with gold flexes. This color is very, very similar to NARS Orgasm, except Orgasm seems to be a half a shade lighter and more pink than this. This one's a peachier version of the Orgasm color. But Orgasm also does have gold flexes as well, so that kind of plays a part in why it looks. So next I have similar as well, but I really love this brush. I really love this blush, and I'm sure you guys have, heard a lot of things about NARS blushes. I mean, they're just good blushes, and I just really don't have anything else to say except that it's a really good blush. I really love this one. This one and the CoverGirl blush is probably my most reached for blushes. So next I'm going to show you my only MAC blush, and it is this blush right here. This is the Sheer Tone blush in Pink Swoon. As you can see, it's just a very pink blush. There's no peach, there's no coraliness. It's just a very true kind of baby doll pink color, which is why I got it. Because it is a sheer tone blush, it doesn't go on super pigmented or anything like that. It does go on sheer, however, this blush is still buildable. A Bobbi Brown product, and it looks like this. This is their Shimmer Brick Compact, which is quite famous out of the Bobbi Brown products. But it looks like this. This one is in pink. This particular color is discontinued. However, I know that they have one that's very similar to this. I think it's called like Pink Rose or something. I'll leave an annotation. But it's so similar to the point where I actually question if it's not the same product, just with a different name. But this is super shimmery. All of these are pink undertones, so they have kind of like a pink flex in it, except when you go towards up here, it does kind of have less of a pink tone undertone and more of a kind of like a champagne-y undertone as you go up. But this is super shimmery. I'm going to mix all these colors together. I'm going to show you. This is what it looks like. That's crazy shimmery. I'm going to swatch it for you on my hand. That's how shimmery it is. Like, do you see that? Next, I have a MAC highlighter, which was a limited edition product, and it's the Shasha Soleil Special Reserve Highlighting Powder. I don't remember which collection that this came from. However, I know that you can still get this on eBay or some blog sites as well. I think it'd be pretty safe to be able to purchase this on eBay, but make sure you check the user rating as well. But I think it's okay because of this distinct kind of textured like pattern here on the product itself, and then also the color. It's just a very subtle, shimmery champagne highlighter. This goes really well paired up with a bronzer in the summertime. It looks absolutely beautiful. The only time I ever use this is usually with a bronzer. I don't really use these with my blushes. I use my other ones, but this looks so beautiful paired up with a bronzer. Next I have the Momondi Powder Pack, which looks like this. This is the brightening powder pack, and it's supposed to last for 10 hours, and it does have SPF 25 as well, PA++. This is what it looks like. This is actually an all-over powder, and I have it on my face, on my forehead, and kind of below my eyes. But normally I would use this for a highlighter instead, because it is a couple shades light, or a shade or two lighter than my actual skin tone, which is funny why I have it on right now on my skin, because it's like the dead of summer, but for some reason I feel like my skin's getting lighter already, so I've been using this as an all-over powder, but usually I'd use this as a highlighter. As you can see, it's just a skin tone color, and that's exactly why I like to use it as a highlighter, because I feel like it looks much more natural, it being a skin tone color. There are some shimmers, but they're very, very unnoticeable. You'd have to stare at it. Next, I have the MAC Strobe Cream, which looks like this, and this was in my latest favorites video. They do have a liquid version of the strobe cream, however that one is targeted more for oilier skin, and I have dry skin. It looks like this. You can use this as a base before your makeup, as if it was like a moisturizer or a base to kind of brighten some dull areas before foundation. And usually I would do that with a sponge, a wedged sponge. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, this area right here, it's super shiny. That is the strobe cream. I will mix this in with tinted moisturizer, a foundation, even sunscreen to add a boost of some glowiness. So I really like this product. This is very hydrating and very moisturizing as well. So really good for those who have dry skin like I do. Two bronzers that I'm going to show you very quickly. The first one is this e.l.f. Golden Bronzer, which looks like this. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this before. It just has 4 different bronzer colors. This is just your average bronzer, nothing too special, nothing wrong with it. Next I have, and this is the last product that I'm going to show you, it's this CoverGirl bronzer that looks like this. And this one is in number 104, Golden Tan. So what I like about this is that it's a very golden yellowy bronzer. It doesn't have any red undertones in it. I feel like bronzers that have some red in it make me look a little dirty for my skin tone, so I really prefer golden or yellow like bronzers. And this is shimmery as well, by the way. It does have some shimmers. It does come with a brush, but this is quite worthless. So this is the end of my current blush collection video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys found it a little informative and possibly even discovered something that you guys wanted to try out for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I will see you guys in my next video. Anyways, nonetheless, I love this blush color. Someone keeps texting me! This person. Okay, but anyways, yeah.